Good afternoon. I am Leslie Takahashi Morris, and I want to welcome you to the Mount Diablo Unitarian Universalist Church, where we gather this afternoon to celebrate the life of Fran Hovey, a life truly lived to its fullest. Those of us gathered here called her sister, wife, mother, grandmother, aunt, cousin, neighbor, friend, fellow church member. Today is a time for acknowledging the loss of Fran in all of these relationships, a loss which has spanned years due to the nature of her illness, and yet which became so much more final with her death last November. But it was Fran's wish that this also be a time for celebrating the ways that she lived life and the ways in which she continues to be connected to all of you. This is a time for sharing comfort together, and it is also a time for remembering the person that Fran was and for affirming the life she chose to live with joy and determination. As we begin this afternoon, I invite Fran's grandchildren to come forward to light the chalice, a symbol of our free faith and Fran's life faith. We light this as a reminder of the sacred nature of this gathering and in honor of the bonds of love that surpass death. Do we come forward? And as you come forward, I want to mention that the church has arranged for childcare in the white building across the way. If there are other younger folks among us who need a break during the service, feel free to go over there.
Today I will let myself be who I am, let others who they are, and enjoy the bond and good feeling between us.
This would be a good moment to mention that the music that is in this service was picked by Fran and reflects her great love of the gifts of music. Today, we will have another gift, a gift of having a number of people close to Fran remembering her life, the life of Fran Hovey. My task in the next few minutes is simply to provide a framework which Fran's family and closest friends will then augment. Such a framework begins with the fact that Francis Chapin was born on February 14th in 1932, one of Catherine and Art's 5 children. And along with her siblings, Hugh and Nancy, David and Barbara, Fran grew up in Wellesley Hills, Massachusetts. Later, she attended Mount Holyoke College, where she majored in zoology, was, in fact, the college class president, and began to collect lifelong friends. After college, her work life included positions at 2 Boston hospital laboratories and as an administrator for the RAND and SDC corporations. There, she met her husband of 49 years, Scott Hovey, having their first conversations on an impromptu Friday night date, marked with the spirit of adventure that would mark their lives together. They were married, and their family expanded as their 3 children, Elizabeth, Marcy, and David, joined the picture. The family began in Bedford, Massachusetts, and then lived in St. Louis, Missouri, where Fran greatly enjoyed living near her sister, Bobby. The family finally settled in Orinda in 1973. In those years, it was Fran's joy to be active in a number of voluntary activities, as well as to indulge her great love of the outdoors through skiing and tennis and hiking and canoeing. And she also developed her lifelong passionate love of music. 26 years ago, Fran began to experience physical difficulties. She was diagnosed with inclusive body myositis, a rare and incurable muscle disease, which gradually sapped her strength and stole away the independence that she so valued.